my channel. My name is Sami, and this month I'm going to let a book dice design my TBR. I actually designed this book dice myself, and it is for sale at my Etsy shop. I'll link it down below if you want to get one yourself. And it has a bunch of different genres on there, so it's going to help me when I feel like most of the times when I try to figure out what book to read next, I'm like, I can't decide what genre I want. And so on here I have mystery, fantasy, classic, romance, YA fiction, and biography. So this helps me read a broader range of genres, so I'm not just reading the same old things. Something like biography, classic, and fantasies are probably my least read. So that helps me, if I get that on a roll, it'll help me read those books and broaden my scope. Okay, let's roll. Okay, let's do our first roll. Oh. Fantasy. I'm scared. Okay, so the first book is gonna be fantasy. Okay, let's go find out what fantasy we're gonna read first. Let's go. Let's choose my fantasy read. Okay, I've been researching and looking at books. I'm most likely gonna like a fantasy that involves romance. If it doesn't have romance, I don't want to read it. So my options to choose from are Six of Crows, City of Bones, and Once Upon a Broken Heart. And I'm thinking Six of Crows, I've heard you don't have to read Shadow and Bone before it, and a lot of people like Six of Crows more, and I think I would like Six of Crows more than Shadow and Bone of what I've heard. And I don't know if I want to like consider that because I think that's a lot of world building. And then City of Bones, I've been wanting to read the Shadowhunter series for so long. I did watch the Shadowhunter show and loved it. So I always wanted to read the books because I didn't realize it was books when I started watching it. And I really want to read it, but I don't know if I want to get started on that big of a series. So I think I'm going to go with Once Upon a Broken Heart. I've heard all the hype of the third book that just came out. And I'm pretty sure it's a 3-book series, but everyone's favorite is the second, so I think I should read the first one so I can start the series and see if I like it. Now let's go put on hold at the library. Library time. So we're looking up Once Upon a Broken Heart. Please have it. Oh, baby. On shelf, available at my library. This is good. Oh, this is perfect. It's a sign. Please hold. Now, let's go pick up the book.
Welcome, library.
Thank you. I finished Once Upon a Broken Heart. Now time for my review. I really did end up really enjoying this book. I really found it easy to understand because I'm beginner to fantasy. Because a lot of the like world building and all that, I get overwhelmed and confused. So I feel like it was very easy to understand. I would recommend for a beginner fantasy. I would say that the first 60% was pretty slow. I felt like there's a bunch of times in the beginning that I was just like kind of bored. And then I would say probably, I think it was around the 60 to 70% mark, it got real good. And I was fully invested. They're like added a new plot, a mystery kind of thing to be solved, and I really loved that. I thought that was really interesting, got me involved with the book and actually couldn't put it down. Also, I am obsessed with Jax. I love him. I love him. So I know, does anyone ever get in a book where like something bad happens to a character and your instant reaction is no, 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 and then you're like, wait a minute, do I like that character? Like you realize you care more about the character than you did before. Like your reaction just makes you realize how much you care for a character. That happened to me in this. I love the descriptions that she did of like the dresses, like people's hair, everything. The way she described it was so fun and fairy tale like. I absolutely enjoyed that. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to rate this 4 stars. I do think I'm going to continue the series. Don't know when. Definitely next year. I heard that the second one is everyone's favorite, so I'm really excited to read the second one. I'm really excited with the second one because I'm like, why is that everyone's favorite? And the third one just came out recently. I've heard some mixed reviews, but overall, really enjoyed. Really easy to read, understand. Loved it. Great 4 stars. Highly recommend. Okay, let's choose our next read. Let's roll. Okay, next book. Let's see what genre are we gonna read next. Romance. Oh, I'm so excited. Want me a good romance. Okay. Let's see what romance book I'm gonna choose. Let's go. So for the romance pick, I think I'm leaning towards a historical romance because I haven't read one in a while and that's kind of what I'm feeling. Also, I think this time I'm gonna choose a book that is on my physical TBR from one of the used books that I've gotten, and these are my 2 options. I have Another Side of Paradise by Sally Coslow. I hope I said that right. And The Other Einstein by Marie Benedict. And I have read, I think, 1 or 2 of her books. I really enjoy her historical romance. It's very interesting. And this one I believe is, obviously this one's about Einstein. And this one is about Fitzgerald. And I'm leaning towards Another Side of Paradise. I'm kind of feeling, I'm really intrigued about the premise of this, about being about Fitzgerald. And this is they did in the 30s, 1937. And I'm really curious to see how this is. So let's start reading. Dude, this is about his affair. Gerald had an affair? A scandalous love affair. So she worked from Sheila's memoirs, interviews, and letters. She revisits their scandalous love affair. Okay, so this book, she just kind of wrote how she thought their life and affair happened. Wow. Things are one from books. I had no clue that he had an affair. Who didn't back then? I finished another side of paradise. Overall, I really did like this book. Only thing that I didn't realize what it was about because I didn't fully read the description, because I like to kind of go into a book a little blind, is that this is about an alleged affair of F. Scott Fitzgerald. And if you don't like cheating, trope, or affairs in books, then I wouldn't recommend this. Especially too if you don't like history and historical romance. This is very historical. It like each chapter literally has like, I don't know if you can see, it has like what year it is. So, like that's 1937. This is mostly during the 20s and 30s. And I did find it interesting is it did go in the mistresses Sheila Graham's childhood and background, which was actually very interesting to learn about. I think this book is mostly based on true events, but obviously some of it is like made up fiction. So about halfway through, I was getting bored. Because it just was the same repetitive things happening over and over again. You know, the classic, he does something bad, girl leaves, he apologizes and says something's never gonna happen again. She takes him back, and then of course it happens again. And so I was getting frustrated. What you doing? Is your birdies outside? Ooh. Go and get them. Go and get the birdies. That's Rue, if you don't know. My son Rue. He's a Bengal tabby, if anyone was curious. Yeah, and he's 1 year old. He's so handsome. Such a handsome guy. Did you read this book? No. Okay, I guess we continue if you hear purring. And that's obviously Rue. So yeah, so I rated this book 3 stars. I think it was really good writing. I felt like some points it was a little like too descriptive, but overall I think it was good. I did enjoy reading it. It was really interesting. So they did say that like during the time when Fitzgerald was alive, his work was not as popular. His work wasn't as popular as it is now. But yeah, definitely his work did become more popular and known after he died, which I didn't know that. So there's a lot of history things that I know are probably true that I didn't know about. I didn't know about them, Rue. And I thought it was really interesting. I did love that part. But wasn't my favorite book. Good, solid 3 stars. Now, let's choose our next book. Okay, next roll. See what's gonna be. Ooh, YA fiction. I love YA books. I'm so excited. Let's go see what YA book we're gonna choose next. So the YA book that I've chosen is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I did have to check this out from the library, and I am so excited to read this. All the book girlies I watch on YouTube obsessed with this series, and I'm so excited. If you don't know, the premise is it's a group of teenagers who help out the FBI with their special abilities. And it's YA, and I'm so excited. Okay, let's start reading. I finished the Naturals. And I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm telling you right now, 5 stars. Right off the bat. 5 stars. Read. Obsessed. I think I'm 100%. No, I think. I am 100% like this more than the Heritage Games. There, I said it. Oh my gosh. This was insane. I'm so happy that there's more books. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. I read this in literally, I think, like 2 days. It was fast paced, short chapters, big font, easy to understand, so interesting to learn about like the different abilities each of the teenagers had was really cool, and it was just really interesting. It kind of makes me kind of want to watch Criminal Minds because I've never watched that, and I said it on here. The Naturals, it's Criminal Minds for the YA audience. So kind of maybe check Criminal Minds out. If you read this book and watched Criminal Minds, can you tell me if I would like Criminal Minds? I know they don't have teenagers on, but whatever. Yes, and also I just would like to state, if the girl in this doesn't choose the guy I want, I'm gonna be upset. Because she didn't choose the guy I wanted in Inheritance Games, and I was very upset about that. So, I have nothing but good things to say. Obviously, this was written, I think, in spring 13, 2015, somewhere around there, published. So it is like some of the like jokes or sayings are kind of dated, but I'd rather have that than have like a TikTok reference. That's just my opinion. So, pretty much just read it. That's my... It's only like 300 and something pages. 306. It's like such a fast read. Absolutely obsessed. If you haven't tried YA, you're like, oh, it's for kids or teenagers, try this. Try this one. It's so good. I love YA mystery. Obsessed. 5 stars. Woo. Okay, so that's all the books I'm going to be reading in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had fun as much as I did. I really love the idea of a book dice because I got to read fantasy, and it's a genre I don't really read that much. I'm a little intimidated by it, and I absolutely loved Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I can't wait to read the rest of the series. So I'm excited to get into my fantasy era. I got romance, which I already love romance, so it just confirmed that I love my romance. And I got YA fiction, and obviously YA fiction is also one of my top genres. But I love using the book dice because I get a variety of different genres throughout the month and not just read all romance 1 month and get sick of it. It helps me decide and read different books that I might not have chosen otherwise. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It means so much to me. If you'd like to pick up your own book dice or gift for the holiday season, the link will be in the description box below. It means so much to me. If you do get one, please tag me in pictures or videos. I'm so excited to see you guys using it and enjoying it. Also, happy Bookmas Day 1. Bye! And... I just rolled it off the thing. 1 second. Show the camera how handsome you are. Oh, you're such a handsome guy. Yeah. Yeah. So handsome. He says, hi guys. Please subscribe. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Hope you don't get sick of me.